Hello, welcome back to We Met Behind the Castle. Today we are going to be going through and touring Liberty Square. Liberty Square is smaller, so it's going to be a shorter video, but I thought I'd go through, see some of the attractions, stuff you can eat, some merchandise. There's quite a bit of restaurants here in Liberty Square, and for how small it is shockingly, I guess there's a lot to do in a shockingly amount of smaller space. So that's what I meant to say. But yeah, come along with us as we explore Liberty Square. And as you can see, the Liberty Bell is behind me. They did move it. No, they didn't move it. But that is a replica of the Liberty Bell. So yeah, come along with us as we explore Liberty Square. First thing I want to say is that each of these little lanterns represent one of the 13 colonies that existed when the United States first started and broke away from England. So again, this is like 1776, right around the gaining of our independence from England. But yeah, each of these represent a different state. Now, I couldn't tell you which ones are which, but I'm sure there are things online that tell you which ones are which is pretty cool. Maybe there's not as that designation. Maybe it's just the 13 colonies, but I thought that was a fun little tidbit to share. But as you can see, Liberty Square, and it's got a unique smell because you can smell a Christmas shop in pretty much every little nook and cranny of Liberty Square. But again, it's very colonial. I just love this part of Magic Kingdom just because of the way it looks. It definitely takes you back to old, like, Pittsburgh, so Massachusetts, whatever it might be, Jamestown. I guess Pittsburgh wouldn't have been a thing then, but takes you back to old Pennsylvania, doesn't it? But here you go. As you can see, Massachusetts ratified 1788, but all of the flags of the 13 colonies are up there as well. So this is blocked off right now because of the parade. But ratified, Virginia, Maryland. It's pretty cool. So definitely check these out as you're walking through. I don't think a lot of people know that these are different state flags unless you look up and go, hey, that's my state flag. Now, Liberty Tree Tavern is very much Thanksgiving. So you got green beans, stuffing, mashed potatoes, fried chicken, turkey, all sorts of different things, comfort food as far as Liberty Tree Tavern is concerned. It's a really good spot to eat. And it is right before you get into Liberty Square. So Liberty Square, you can see, starts, supposedly this is like a dirt road, gravel road. Some people say because there wasn't plumbing, that's how the streets were back in the day. But you can be the judge of what this actually is. But Liberty Square starts all the way back there technically. And I guess Diamond Horseshoe would not be Frontierland, it would be Liberty Square. So I think I got that wrong in the last video, but very interesting. But Liberty Square, Liberty Tree Tavern is $39 for adults, anybody above 10, 21 for kids under the age of 9. So right when you get in here, they do have a popcorn and popcorn, ice cream, cotton candy. As soon as you come in, there's a cart right here where you get all those little snacks. Great spot to get snacks before the parade. We'll go over here. They do have water fountains. It's getting harder and harder to talk as I get into the afternoon. I filmed a lot of videos so far, so pardon me and my mistakes, I guess. But there is the Liberty Bell, which is the big steamboat that goes through here. It is beautiful. It's really loud too. You'll be able to hear it across the park. It sounds like the train, but it's oftentimes the Liberty Bell making that noise. So, yeah. Right on cue. This is a good spot to watch the parade as well. I actually stood here the other day and was watching from right around the Liberty Square Market. I think it was like right here, I guess. And I was watching the parade come, and the characters come like right here, and then right in front of this rope, they kind of interact with you. But good spot to see the parade. Good benches as well. On this side though is the Hall of Presidents, which we haven't done that in a long time. But I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait till the parade starts and get on Haunted Mansion for Liberty Square. So that way, at least it makes the video a little longer and I can show you one of the attractions here in Liberty Square. But good little spots to eat and just kind of hang out. This is a good parade route. Good place to stand right here on this side here, or over there by the Christmas shop if you can get those seats early enough. It's fantastic. So, all right, we're gonna go this way first and then we'll head back. Or no, you know what? Let's go in the Christmas shop first and then we'll come back over here. This is the Ye Olde Christmas shop. And of course, it's got Christmas ornaments in it. So if you need your Christmas jam, definitely come in here. And this is year round. So if you want any of your Christmas stuff year round, that's a cute countdown. Cute little figurine as well. Small World ornaments. Snow White and Seven Dwarves. Fab Five. More of the Fab Five, but looks like more of like the Charles Dickens era. Is that how I describe that? Christmas Story.
Yes.
It's wild because I guess I never really realized they just keep releasing Christmas stuff all year. And I don't come in here as often. Usually do go to the ones in springs a lot more though. Cute little tree. They do have 4th of July stuff as well. They usually do all of the holidays in here. So they'll have like Thanksgiving stuff when it's Thanksgiving, Halloween stuff towards Halloween. I like that. It's like the flag on the castle with Mickey and them standing in front of it. Fourth of July is coming, so is Memorial Day in the U.S., which I believe is May 28th this year. So that's a red, white, and blue. They do have Jack Skellington stuff over here too. Boogie Boogie. Hey. I like that Jack Skellington wreath. It's kind of trippy the way that it looks 3D, the way that the art is on the shirt. Oof. Oh, that's cool. It's 0. That's awesome. Oh, look, letters for Santa.
We have the Jack Skellington. Sorry.
The store is big. Like, it looks smaller on the outside. It always felt like it was small, but it's a relatively big store. Captain Marvel. Kitty cat. Panther. Thor. I think some of my favorite ornaments are the ones that are themed up to the attractions, but they're like the Mickey ears. So you like the Mad Tea Party. Figment. Small World. Rock and Roller Coaster.
This is a Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Encanto. I love that. Oh, we don't talk about Bruno.
This one? You want this?
Mickey's
specific
Runaway
one?
Railway.
You would rather have this than like one of the princesses? Yeah. You would?
Oh, look at that. Little mini headbands. They're a lot of fun.
Do you like this lady?
I love that.
Do you like more this one or this one?
These are awesome as well. So they're like the attractions or the buildings in Magic Kingdom. And then if you, I don't want to break them, but if you turn them around, they're different on the inside. So it kind of like shows you what's on the inside of the attractions. So like for instance, Peter Pan's Flight, that's what it looks like. Peter Pan's Flight, that's what it looks like on the outside. And then on the inside, it has Hook and a crocodile.
Here's the
And stockings as well. Minnie. So they have a Minnie and Mickey one. Hakuna Matata. Long live the king. Whoa, that Mickey's missing an eyeball. Can you see that? He doesn't have an eye. Lady and the Tramp. Dalmatians watching the Canine Crunchies. Mirabelle. Looks like the Bambi, yeah. So if you head out this way, they actually have seating right here. So if you got anything from like, what's it called? Sleepy Hollow, which is like a little quick service restaurant over here. You can come back here and there's seating back here because a lot of people will go sit by it and there's not as much seating. All right, so we're back in front of the ye old Christmas shop, but we're gonna walk over here because we're gonna go check out Sleepy Hollow refreshments. We're gonna go this way. But great viewing as far as the parade is concerned. But this is the annual pass ticket office just over here. So basically the ticket office. So if you have any questions about annual passes, or if you want to buy annual passes, I guess now, you can definitely do that in the Liberty Square ticket office for the annual pass. So if you don't want to go to Disney Springs and you're at Magic Kingdom, you can take care of your tickets here. Got great seating right there, rocking chairs. They're always full, so if they ever become empty, grab them. Just to sit there and enjoy. But if you go out this way, there's seating right here, and this is for Sleepy Hollow Refreshments, which is Liberty Square's quick service restaurant. And I'll show you what the menu looks like for Liberty Square, because or the Sleeping Hollow at least, because it is very different compared to what you can get around the rest of the park. So let's go check out the menu. So if you want to see what they have at Sleepy Hollow Refreshments, you can scan that because it's like the mobile order. So you can see a menu, but we're actually going to walk around and check it out over here. So at Sleepy Hollow, they've got the funnel cake, just a regular funnel cake with strawberries, $8.29. But these two things are two of the best things in the park. This is fantastic. It's got the hazelnut spread, so it's like Nutella with fresh fruit. And this is probably the second best thing besides egg rolls here at Magic Kingdom, maybe on property. It is fantastic and very filling. Spicy chicken on a sweet waffle. Then you got the hand-dipped corn dog, which I've never had the corn dog here, but looks fantastic. And have one of the best photo ops right there with the photo pass, because you get Cinderella's, or it's not about Cinderella's table. It is Cinderella's table, but Cinderella's castle as well in the background there. But then they've got really good seating. One thing, if you're eating out here, don't leave your food to like go get condiments or napkins and leave it unattended or with kids, because there usually are birds around here that will just snatch it right off the table and take off with it. So definitely keep that in mind if you're eating back here. But yeah, back through this breezeway back towards that annual pass ticket office and Hall of Presidents, you can get some more pennies. I didn't really have Baymax there. Doesn't really make sense, but oh well. All right, we're gonna head back this way. We're gonna take a right. That's Hall of Presidents. So Hall of Presidents is all of our U.S. presidents in animatronic form, and they tell you about the history of the presidents. So it's about I would say 10 to 15 minute show. So it's open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. continuous showing. No food, no drinks inside, of course, but continuous on a loop at about 10 to 15 minute wait time, because I guess that's how long the show is. You walk out this way of Hall of Presidents. It's a good air conditioner in there, so if you're hot, definitely go check out Hall of Presidents. Might be a little good nap spot too if you're into that kind of thing. But yeah, that's Liberty Market right there. It looks like it's blocked off on this side, so well, I guess you can go in right here. But they've got like Powerades, teas, drinks, fruit, chips. I guess we can walk in here. Just look like an exit. Oh yeah, so they got some fruits, some snickety snacks, Doritos. They used to have pickles back here. I don't see any, but they definitely, oh yeah, they do. There's pickles here, tea, apple juice. They got Baby Bell cheese as well. So little snacks that you can grab if If you don't want like Mickey pretzels and you want maybe a healthier option, except maybe not chips, but bananas. They have the little cuties here, apples as well. And again, more seating. They got tons of seating at Liberty Square, which makes sense because they got a lot of little places you can grab snacks and food. I would say Liberty Square probably has the most, to be honest, where you can grab snacks and food. Right up there with Main Street. So if you want food and want a variety, definitely come back to Liberty Square, because our next stop will be Harbor House, which I actually ate in last time we were at Magic Kingdom. The Riverboat Landing, which is where the Liberty Bell is. 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. is the hours of operations. So they do have wheelchair access to it, so you can get on that boat from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And you can definitely hear her all day, throughout the day, because she just comes around that corner and she blows her horn, and she is here. She has arrived. And then this, I think, is just the Disney Chase Visa, like, I guess, guest services or something like that. I don't know. I've never gone up to that, but it does have the Chase Visa cards up there. So I think if you have questions about your cards or rewards, but there's the Liberty Bell. And then right across from that, Columbia Harbor House. Columbia Harbor House is going to be more seafood than it is anything else, but they do have chicken and sandwiches as well. But if you want seafood and you want it at Disney, definitely come to Harbor House, because it's probably one that does not see as big of a crowd. And we actually ate there the other day, so I'll actually link the video. But Harbor House is fantastic if you want seafood or just a break from the regular park food that you normally would get. Definitely for some of the more brave eaters, I guess. And then you have Haunted Mansion, right across from Columbia Harbor House. And actually, so there's Haunted Mansion, and we were actually in the last video in Magic Kingdom, we ate in that window right there. And you can see Haunted Mansion from Columbia Harbor House where you're eating. Only a 25-minute wait for Haunted Mansion right now, so not too bad. I think I'll wait till we get close to the parade. But again, if you're gonna ride the Liberty Bell, you can actually do the wheelchair access down here and get on the Liberty Bell down that ramp right there. This is usually the extended queue for Haunted Mansion. That does not look like 25 minutes, so that looks like 35, 40. Pretty crowded right now, so it is hot, so people are heading in towards indoor attractions. But let's go to Memento Mori, which is the Haunted Mansion shop. I love that sign so much. If they made that sign, I might actually buy it, to be honest with you. Or the Haunted Mansion sign. It's really crowded in here, as always.
I know, I like it a lot.
But if you want your Haunted Mansion merch, we've seen a lot of this stuff before, but just kind of wanted an update on them because I haven't seen this merch in a long time. This is a new bag. I don't think I've seen this before. It's like pleather. The new Haunted Mansion movie comes out this summer, so I'm excited to see how the merchandise changes, because it's not Eddie Murphy any longer. And then Madame Leota is Jamie Lee Curtis, which should be really exciting. I like this. Is this room actually stretching? They have a stretching room purse. I didn't know that was a thing. I actually like that this like interior kind of bag that holds things into place. It's like you got a drawstring on it and everything. It's actually themed, if you can tell, after the wallpaper in the stretching room. That's brilliant. It's a mansion. But yeah, really excited about this new movie coming out. It's a new variation of the Haunted Mansion. Got some playing cards. You got the dress. Got some socks with the bust on them. Singing bust. Is it the bride? Is that Madame Leota before she... Yeah, it's Madame Leota before she became a ghost. We saw this at Disney Springs one time, but it's kind of got that theming of the actual wallpaper. It's like a really long cardigan. It is beautiful. It's kids' t-shirts that glow in the dark with the hitchhiking ghost. It's a new Madame Leota hat. These are the new hitchhiking ghost hats, I think. I don't think I've seen them before. I love Mickey as the Haunted Mansion. Oh, I love that lounge flag. Seeing all this stuff, I think. Got a Haunted Mansion fan. Ooh, we got the door knocker for the Haunted Mansion, which I believe is a magnet. Yeah. I didn't know these light up in the dark. Can't really tell if they glow. They don't look like they do. I guess they kind of do. Interesting. It's almost like it looks like a jacket, but it's not. It's got short sleeves. I'm so confused. What do you call that? It's a funky jacket. It's like multicolored. It's really soft. I mean, really, really soft. I like that. I like that a lot. It's like a long... Ooh, that's soft too. Mummy. Let me out of here. Let me out of here. I think that's what he says in the ride. Looks like a Patagonia. It's like Sherpa. You can get a model kit for the Haunted Mansion. Tank top. I like this jacket as well. It's like a jean jacket, or it feels like one. It's not, though. It's not denim. I don't know what it is, actually. Tank top we've seen. You get Master Gracie's headstone there. This is familiar. It's a really soft blanket. She just put the dog bed down. That's cute. Some Haunted Mansion Christmas ornaments. We've got a lot of new figurines and stuff for Haunted Mansion, which are really awesome. Madame Leota head that glows. Haunted Mansion figurine. Hitchhiking Ghost. It's Jim Shore. There's Disneyland's Haunted Mansion. You got the art for Haunted Mansion as well. Oh, I like that. It's a postcard. We do those. I like the art on that postcard a lot. Here's the Hatbox Ghost, who they're actually adding to the Haunted Mansion, and they didn't have to close it down because they can kind of hide him. I like this, the bust. It's like a singing figurine. They also have like the mummy out of the coffin back there as well. Let me out of here, let me out of here. I think that might be my favorite art for Haunted Mansion, to be honest with you. Oh, that's awesome. So they have chess pieces for Haunted Mansion. It's only $50. That's not too bad. I like that a lot. So Mansion's currently at 25 minutes, but like I said, that's it's close to like a 35-40 minute wait, I think, just looking at the line itself. And the parade's getting ready to start at 3. But the fact is that there's 2 parades now, so I don't really know if that line will get shorter towards the parade, but I'm sure. So, I don't know. We're going to try to decide what we're going to do, but I think I might go do Hall of Presidents because I haven't done it in a really long time. So you can actually enjoy some of the old dresses, I guess, of former First Ladies. Like Eleanor Smith Carter, Jimmy Carter's wife. But it is very presidential in here. They got a portrait of George Washington. Walt Disney, didn't know he was a president. That's kind of cool. Don't know why I got his portrait in here. I mean, he is the one that came up with this idea to do the Hall of Presidents. I don't know, the making of Hall of Presidents. So you can actually see kind of what the animatronics bust and stuff and sculpting look like beforehand and how they really, wow, those look a lot like them. That's incredible. I always say this, but they said that this is only the second seal and that the White House actually had to approve this, but I don't think that's actually an accurate thing. I think it's a myth because they're not supposed to replicate that in the Oval Office anywhere else, but people said that's the exact replica. I don't think it's allowed to be honest. So, yeah, this is Hall of Presidents.
This program is dedicated to the memory of Walt Disney. In 1971, his love for America inspired the creation of the Hall of Presidents, a place to celebrate the optimism and goodwill he saw at the heart of the American story. Walt's vision was to honor the nation by honoring the American presidency.
It is 1783, and the smoke is clearing in the wake of the Revolutionary War. A new nation has been born, independent and free. The founders must form a national government. In 1787, through months of passionate debate, they create a written constitution. George Washington's stature and bearing have marked him as a leader. His integrity has made him a great one. Washington knows that many generals who have led successful revolutions make themselves dictators or kings. Instead, he steps down from power and retires to his home, Mount Vernon, to elect a new president. During the early years of the Republic, we choose leaders as different as Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, and Andrew Jackson. Elections are often bitter. Each president stands at that fiery intersection where personal character meets the challenges of the times. Some call the presidency a glorious burden. Jefferson calls it a splendid misery. A nation born of freedom still permits slavery. As the country pushes west, will new states be slave or free? The question produces bitter conflict. The issue rocks the election of 1860 and brings Abraham Lincoln onto the national stage. The tall, lanky, some say uncouth candidate from Illinois is a master of words at a time when speeches are printed in full for people to read. A house divided against itself cannot stand, he said. Civil War. 11 states secede from the Union. The war becomes a defining passage in the American story. The president's own inner strength and depth of character changed the course of history. Lincoln had come up the hard way on the American frontier, desperately poor, with less than a year of formal schooling. His early years were scarred by tragedy, the death of his mother, his sister, his first love. He struggles with depression, but never loses his determination to rise above it. In the Badlands of North Dakota, he rethinks his life and the life of his country. He returns stronger in body and spirit. His renewed energy is just what his country needs. American industry is booming, but social tensions are rising. Teddy Roosevelt is a knight on a crusade. He speaks with force and vitality in clear terms that make colorful headlines at a time when mass market newspapers have become the new media. To define his foreign policy, he borrows a phrase from an African proverb: speak softly and carry a big stick. But his greatest accomplishments are made at home. He breaks up giant monopolies, protects workers' rights, and calls for a square deal for all Americans, rich and poor, capitalist and wage earner.
And a square deal for every man and every woman in the United States.
The bottom fell out of the market. Closing unemployed, the breadlines, and the results of the 1932 election now.
When we elect our 32nd president, it is the worst of times. The course of history and the course of one president's life again shape a turning point in our national destiny. Franklin D. Roosevelt. paralyzed by polio, knows how to restore the faith of a people paralyzed by the Great Depression.
I believe in practical explanation and in practical policy.
He has found the inner strength his countrymen now need. He speaks to us like a friend, a neighbor. His optimism is contagious, his voice perfect for the latest breakthrough medium, the Second World War.
We must be the great arsenal of democracy. This is an emergency as serious as war itself.
We stun the world with our production. When bombs fall on U.S. troops in Pearl Harbor, he calls us to fight on the war front and sacrifice on the home front.
The harder the sacrifice, the more glorious the triumph. So spoke America.
The country changes. And yet, in one sense, what we need most from our presidents has never changed. A guiding vision that calls forth the best that America can be.
Will outer space be developed for the benefit of all mankind? Or will it become another focus for the arms race? The choice is urgent, and it is ours to make.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
But really, it's all of us who must overcome the crippling legacy of bigotry and injustice. And we shall overcome.
One of the agreements that President Sadat and Prime Minister Begin are signing tonight is entitled A Framework for Peace in the Middle East.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. You have lost too much, but you have certainly not lost America.
I can hear you. The rest of the world hears you.
Loving this country requires the willingness to speak out for what is right, to shake up the status quo. That's America.
Our presidency is no longer just an idea. It is an idea with a proud history. Ladies and gentlemen, the presidents of the United States of America. George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams, Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren, William Henry Harrison, John Tyler, James K. Polk, Zachary Taylor, Millard Fillmore, Franklin Pierce, James Buchanan, Abraham Lincoln, Andrew Johnson, Ulysses S. Grant, Rutherford B. Hayes, James A. Garfield, Chester A. Arthur, Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harrison, William McKinley, Theodore Roosevelt, William Howard Taft, Woodrow Wilson, Warren G. Harding, Calvin Coolidge, Herbert Hoover, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, Dwight D. Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson, Richard M. Nixon, Gerald R. Ford, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, George Bush, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Donald Trump. And now we come to the present. Once again, we place our trust in the idea of a president, as we have from the beginning.
My fellow citizens, no event could have filled me with greater anxieties than that notification on the 14th day of April, 1789, that you had selected me to lead our nation. But it was with the confidence of my fellow citizens that I took an oath. 35 simple words that have been repeated by every American president throughout history. I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States, and I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God.
All right, so that was Liberty Square. I know it's not too much, but I do feel like it's quite a bit. I mean, you've got Haunted Mansion, you got Hall of Presidents. Sleepy Hollow is a fantastic place for quick service food. You've got Liberty Tree Tavern, which is some of the best food on property, I think, personally. It's a beautiful setting on the inside as well. It's got that 1776, 1800s beautiful look to it on the interior. You got the Ye Olde Christmas shop here as well. You got the Liberty Bell. You've got Columbia Harbor House. Fantastic food options, fantastic shopping options. The Hall of Presidents 22-minute show. I think it's a great way to kind of celebrate, I guess, the leaders of the United States. And then they've got Haunted Mansion as well, which is one of the best rides here at Magic Kingdom too. They're adding the Hatbox Ghost, which I'm really excited about. But again, Liberty Square, while small, is very mighty. So definitely recommend heading into Liberty Square. If you don't really know the difference between Liberty Square and Frontierland, it's quite a difference, but it is beautiful. So love Liberty Square. I think one of the most underrated lands here in Magic Kingdom, because people don't know that it's not Frontierland and it's not part of kind of Fantasyland, so it's a very confusing area, I think, for people. But again, definitely recommend it. Thanks for watching this video. Definitely check out the next one. It's going to be Fantasyland. Really excited about Fantasyland. It is my home land. It's where I worked in 2015, so excited about that. But again, thanks for watching the video. Like, share, subscribe. See you guys in the next video, and we hope to see you guys at the park.